Blueface is back in the headlines again, and not for anything positive. This time, he allegedly paid his own father and a group of men to ambush and forcefully evict Chrisean Rock from his home. Why? Because she went public with a video kissing her new partner, Titan Newton. This all unfolded shortly after she and Blueface had reportedly gotten married while he was behind bars. People weren't exactly surprised when Chrisean publicly moved on with a new man. For a long time, she had been transparent about the emotional toll her relationship with Blueface had taken on her, from episodes of jealousy and manipulation to outright public humiliation. Chrisean often found herself at the center of a toxic whirlwind. Despite all that, she still agreed to marry Blueface while he was in jail, a decision many now believe was more about fear and emotional entrapment than love or loyalty. The pressure she faced during that period, especially as a young mother dealing with threats and instability, can't be overstated. Still, the unraveling of their relationship reached a boiling point when Blueface reportedly instructed his father and a group of men to go to his home and forcibly remove Chrisean and their son from the premises. His father not only complied but recorded the whole ordeal and posted it online, turning what should have been a private matter into a public spectacle. Ironically, Chrisean wasn't even in Los Angeles at the time. She was in Baltimore laying low and spending time with her new partner, Titan Newton. When news of the eviction broke, many expected Chrisean to respond with rage, or possibly return to Blueface to smooth things over, as had happened before. Instead, she took to Instagram Live and spoke calmly but firmly about the situation. What surprised many viewers was her attitude. There was no desperation, no begging, no pleas for reconciliation. Instead, there was a sense of calm and clarity. Chrisean openly said she felt relieved, as if the chaos that had once defined her relationship was finally being peeled away, allowing her to breathe again. However, her newfound peace didn't come without fear. Chrisean alleged that since the split, Blueface has been sending her threatening messages, many of which made her fear not only for her own life, but for the safety of their son. She claimed that whenever there's tension between them, Blueface retaliates by targeting their child, posting humiliating content online or dragging the boy into their feud for clout. According to Chrisean, this is part of a disturbing pattern that makes her feel like her son is being used as a pawn in an emotional game of revenge. The situation has put Chrisean in a difficult position. On one hand, she wants to move forward and create a healthier, more stable life for herself and her child. On the other hand, she's navigating a relationship that's left deep emotional scars and continues to involve public attacks, family interference, and serious threats. Her decision to finally walk away wasn't just about romance, it was about survival, protecting her peace, and prioritizing her son's well-being over a love story that had turned dangerous. This toxic spiral really came to a head a few days ago when Chrisean went live on Instagram to air it all out. She revealed that Blueface and his mother, Carissa, had been consistently targeting both her and their child. Carissa has reportedly been calling their son slurs and mocking his developmental delays. Blueface has reposted cruel videos online that mocked the boy's health issues. At one point, he even posted a photo of the child's private parts on Twitter, something Chrisean says she once forgave, thinking it was a moment of poor judgment. Now she sees it differently. She believes Blueface is intentionally humiliating their son and harbors deep resentment toward him. Chrisean says she's finally done. She's working on getting out of the marriage for good, a decision rooted in fear, yes, but also in clarity. She's realized that Blueface's behavior has become an anchor, holding her down, stifling her potential and growth. And she's not afraid to say that out loud anymore. In an emotional breakdown, she described how Blueface retaliates whenever she asserts herself or pulls away. The pattern, she says, is predictable and deeply disturbing. The moment they argue, or she tries to step away, he lashes out by using their son as a pawn, mocking, exploiting, and emotionally harming the child in public for attention. It's not just disrespectful, she says. It's demonic. She's tried to play along, answer the phone, keep things calm, out of fear. But now she's reached her limit. She's urging the public to understand just how dangerous the situation has become, especially for her son. She warns that unless people intervene or take this seriously, the next fallout could have devastating consequences. She ended her message with a plea. Leave their child out of the drama. He's innocent, and he deserves peace, even if the adults around him are caught in a storm of chaos. My baby got 1 million followers on his page, bro. And it's not just with my son, it's with his parenting in general. He's too cripped out to be a dad. Blueface didn't respond to this, but Carissa definitely did, and she went off on Chrisean. She denied ever calling Junior the R word, and also defended Blueface posting the little boy's private parts, because according to her, Chrisean was ignoring his hernia surgery, and that was the only way they could get her to do the right thing. Things between Chrisean Rock and Blueface have reached a new level of chaos, and this time, it feels different. After a rocky stretch defined by threats, public humiliation, and deeply personal attacks, Chrisean is officially stepping away, and she's not doing it quietly. It all exploded when Chrisean posted a clip of herself getting cozy with her new man, Titan Newton. It wasn't just a kiss, there was real energy there. And she followed it up with a video that heavily implied the two had just spent the night together. That sent Blueface spiraling. Allegedly, he called up his father, who has his own history of questionable behavior, and told him to clear out the house. Not only did his father go through with it, but he filmed the whole thing and posted it online, adding another layer of humiliation. Fortunately, Chrisean wasn't even in LA at the time. She was in Baltimore, enjoying life with Titan, but she caught wind of the situation and jumped on Instagram Live to give her side of the story. And it wasn't just gossip. According to her, this was a long time coming. She revealed she's been dealing with threats from Blueface, not just toward her, but toward their son. And she's had enough. She even said that fear was the only reason she'd stayed in the relationship so long. Chrisean made it clear she's over the cycle of manipulation and violence. What really cut deep for her was Blueface constantly dragging others into their problems, especially his parents. She slammed the involvement of Blueface's mother, Carissa, who has made no secret of her disdain for Chrisean and has reportedly said horrible things about her grandchild, including mocking his developmental delays. Carissa tried to clean up the mess afterward by saying she never insulted the child and claiming she's being unfairly villainized. She went on to say that Blue never asked his father to record the eviction. He just wanted the house cleared so he could come home to a clean slate. But let's be honest, this isn't the first time someone in that family's orbit has weaponized public shame for control. Whether Blue gave the green light or just turned a blind eye, it all fits the pattern. Chrisean, meanwhile, seems relieved. She said she's finally breaking free from what she now sees as a deeply toxic relationship, and she's excited to embrace something healthier with Titan. Still, she didn't shy away from calling out her own mistakes. In a moment of raw honesty, she admitted she knew who Blue was when she chose to have a child with him. But that doesn't make what's happening now okay. Especially not the threats or the constant disrespect directed at their son. She also touched on how hard it's been to stay quiet through it all. While people online speculated that she was just acting out of emotion and would return to Blue once things cooled down, she was actually making a firm decision to protect herself and her child. "I've cried in silence for too long," she said. "This is me reclaiming my peace." The drama even reached the grandparents again when Carissa posted a video celebrating Chrisean's new relationship, except it wasn't a genuine celebration. It was clearly meant to be petty. She even brought Jay and Alexis into it and suggested she still holds out hope that Blueface ends up with Megan Thee Stallion. The whole thing felt like a spectacle, not support. To make matters worse, commenters started dragging Chrisean for leaving her things at Blueface's house while starting something new with Titan. But Chrisean brushed it off, thanking whoever packed her belongings. She's no longer interested in returning. Not physically, not emotionally, not spiritually, as one commenter put it. Blueface's parents are always front and center when there's drama with Chrisean. But where were they when their grandson needed care and stability after both parents were behind? Bars? The takeaway from all this? Chrisean may have made some questionable choices, but she's trying to take accountability and move forward. Whether the world believes she's truly done with Blueface or not, one thing is clear. She's no longer playing by his rules. Blueface is right back to stirring chaos. This time, he went as far as hiring his own father and a crew of guys to ambush and throw her out of his house. Why? Because she shared a video kissing her new man, Titan Newton. The wildest part? She And Blueface literally just tied the knot while he was behind bars. And now, they're out here unraveling everything and dragging themselves through more mess. Now they've pulled their innocent son into this madness too. That poor child never stood a chance, not even in the womb. Word is, Blueface lost it, after seeing Chrisean and Titan getting hot and heavy all over social media. And what did he do next? He called up his absentee dad and sent him straight to his place to kick Chrisean and Little Junior out. No one was really shocked when Chrisean cheated on Blueface. Just a short while ago, she was venting about his insecurities, complaining that he made her life miserable, even after she agreed to marry him while he was locked up. In fact, after Blueface and his balding father physically threw her out, Chrisean openly admitted she felt a sense of relief. Chrisean actually felt relieved when they kicked her out. But now, Blueface has been sending her threatening messages, and she's terrified he might send his people after her and Junior. It all spiraled when Chrisean went live on Instagram just days ago, spilling the details about how Blue and his drama-filled mom, Carissa, had been harassing her and Junior. The attacks were completely unprovoked. Chrisean revealed that Carissa had been calling her son the R-word because of his cognitive struggles, while Blueface had been reposting videos mocking the boy, making fun of his health issues. Chrisean admitted she forgave Blue the first time. He posted Junior's private moments on Twitter, believing he was genuinely sorry. But now, she sees it clearly. He harbors hate for the boy and does these things deliberately to humiliate him. She also mentioned that she's officially ended things with Blue and is already in the process of divorcing him, regretting ever marrying him in the first place. In fact, Chrisean even confessed she only married him because she was naive. Chrisean said she married him out of fear, but now she's drawing a firm line and moving forward with her life. This was around the same time when people ruthlessly criticized her after a viral video showed Junior visibly showing signs of autism. The lack of support from both Blueface and Carissa hit her deeply, and it pushed her to finally cut ties with him for good. She couldn't take it anymore, questioning why Blueface was treating their son this way. She even recalled how just 2 years ago he posted their son's private parts on Twitter. She said, "He just can't handle when I stand up for myself. Like, when I finally broke up with him, he didn't get it." She added, "Let me focus. Let me get this right because I know I have so much potential, so much fire inside me. I can make this happen. Like, seriously, that's how I feel." You can truly sense when something or someone is standing in your way, holding you back like an anchor, and it's just not right. Then she continued, "I'm having a real adult conversation on the phone, and what does this dude do? He starts doing his usual story times. One of the girls in one of his stories mentioned my son, and he posted on his story, 'I'm not even mad at the girl. It's him I have a problem with,' she said. 'I see him as someone who's completely against our son. It's demonic, bro. It's really demonic. His disrespect toward our son is on another level. It's disgusting. And you know, I'll answer the phone and say, 'I love you,' but honestly, that's out of fear. I try to shrink myself, dim my own light, just so he doesn't get as mad as he usually does, especially when it comes to our son. I can't even explain it, bro. Why does she even answer the phone? Why? I'm scared. Because the next time he sees her, it's like, y'all remember how he followed his mom then unfollowed her? He didn't do that because he cares about her." She said, "He only followed his mom because he knows exactly what she says about my son all day. She calls him the R-word constantly. Come on, that woman is evil and she's out to get me and my son. She's dissing her own grandchild on social media." I'm saying all this to make it clear. Yeah, I love him. I'm loyal to him. But I also know his character. I know his patterns. Every time we fight, he takes it out on our kid, and it's pure evil. So I need all of you to understand. Our son is off limits while we're not on the same page. Please. Because I'm not answering the phone anymore. And if this goes further, some real evil stuff is about to happen. I'm just giving y'all a heads up." She said, "The way he is, it's messed up, man. Yeah, I broke up with him, but I still answered his calls because I can't stand when people mess with my son for clout. My baby's got 1 million followers. And it's not just about that. It's about his whole approach to parenting. He's too caught up in the street life to really care about being a father." While Blueface didn't respond, Carissa definitely did, and she went off on Chrisean. She denied ever calling Junior the R-word and actually defended Blueface posting the boy's private moments, claiming that Chrisean had been ignoring his hernia surgery, and that was the only way they could force her to take it seriously. Carissa claimed that Blueface only posted the hernia issue because it had been neglected. She told her, "Take me out of this conversation. I'm on my son's side. And Mama, we're not supposed to be in contact. I never called your baby the R-word. This is a spiteful spirit, and I'm going to pray for you, because you clearly don't realize you're telling the world you don't want my child to have a relationship with me." Things got worse when Chrisean stood firm on her decision and posted a video of herself and her new boyfriend, Titan Newton, passionately kissing. She even shared a second video, further proving she wasn't going back. It seemed like she had just woken up after Titan wore her out. Carissa, not one to miss an opportunity for drama, posted a video celebrating Chrisean's new relationship with Titan. She was clearly rubbing it in, showing she wasn't bothered by Chrisean leaving Blue. Honestly, this might have been exactly what Carissa had been hoping for, so it wasn't shocking to see her acting this way. She even tossed Jaden into the video to celebrate with her, and mentioned that she was still holding out hope that Blue would end up with Megan Thee Stallion. Meanwhile, Blueface wasn't celebrating anything. Instead, he slipped into petty mode and told his bald-headed, absent father to go. Blueface sent his father to Chrisean's house to kick her out. And not only did his father eagerly do it, but he even recorded a video to humiliate her. The video had him saying, "Hey, it's time to go. You ain't playing this time, you dead serious. Pack it up. It's time to leave." Fortunately for Chrisean, she wasn't in LA when this circus was happening. She was in Baltimore getting her back blown out by Titan. But despite being far away, she definitely wasn't happy about it. She hopped onto Instagram Live to spill the tea, sharing that, in a strange way, she was actually excited about everything that was happening. Chrisean shared that she's finally breaking free from her toxic relationship with Blue and moving on to something much better. She explained that the main reason she stayed silent for so long, not talking about Blue or even leaving him, was because he had been sending threats that put both her and their son in danger. She went off on Blue, calling him out for always, dragging the grandparents into their drama instead of handling things with her directly. And true to form, instead of owning up to her own choices, like having a child with someone like him, she lashed out at her fans, telling them to stop criticizing her because, at the end of the day, she's human and bound to make mistakes too.